My bubblegum cards always said Bob Rodgers when he was with the California Angels. Manager of the Montreal Expos. You're in Indianapolis last year, Bob?
Indianapolis in 1984 for the Expos, yes.
Yes. Did you go right from there? I forget when you left Milwaukee. When was that?
Well, I was in Milwaukee. I started over there in 78. I coached for a couple of years and then took over for George Bamberger, and then I got fired in 82. Set out the rest of 82 and 83. I was in broadcasting and started a business those years, but then I got back into baseball last year in 84.
Is it a rough road to hoe down the minors there from after being up here in the big leagues to?
Well, we've been there before, and when you go back and forth in this game, you experience some of the good parts of it and some of the rough. But no, it's not that bad. In the minor leagues, you have to get up a little bit earlier. You play a few more games. Conditions are not quite as good naturally, but I think everybody in this clubhouse or on this field on both sides have experienced it.
What makes a man stick with managing? Anytime you take a job, you know it's going to be temporary at best. There's a few Walt Alstons or Casey Stingles, and even Casey Stingle got fired. What characteristics allow you to put up with that?
Well, first of all, you got to be a little bit nuts, and after that, then everything else falls in place. But it's baseball is a kind of job that if you do a good job in someone's eyes, you're going to have a job. And whether you get fired from this one, somebody else is going to usually pick you up if you've done a good job somewhere.
I'd like to talk to you a little bit about Indianapolis now. You had some of these guys like Hesketh down there last year. Does that give these guys a little bit of advantage? You coming in as a new manager here, you're familiar with these guys, and some of the other guys that probably played up here last year you're not that familiar with?
Well, I think it gives some of the guys an advantage, and of course in spring training we found it gave some guys a disadvantage because I know them too well. So but I think that the Heskeths, the Razor Shines, the Tim Burks, some of the people that we kept off of the Indianapolis squad, we felt would fit in good with this group up here because we felt that we did have a good nucleus in Montreal last year. And with the addition of a few new players with the Met trade, we felt we got a good blend up here of young players out of AAA, established nucleus players from the Expos last year, plus 2 or 3 new faces from the Mets and, of course, Vance Law from the American League. So we feel we have a good blend of veterans, rookies, and talent up here.
What is buckball? We know what billy ball is. Now, what is buckball? Is there a lot of running you're expecting from this team? What's your attitude toward this game? What can we expect for the year?
Well, I don't have a set way of playing the game. I think that our athletes on the field play the game, and we just give them an opportunity to let it fly. And hopefully we'll continue to play good baseball, and we'll do some running. Of course, we'll use the long ball, and of course, pitching is the other part, starting and relieving. So we feel that we've got a pretty good ball club, and we're going to use all of our 25 men, and we feel that's important over the long haul.
Let me ask you one final question about somebody who's in our local viewing area from Whitehall, New York, Randy St. Clair. You had him briefly at Indianapolis last year, and I know he's down there now. Is he a finisher? Is he a middle reliever? What is he doing?
Randy's a finisher. He's a short man that comes in and throws a very good fastball, and now his slider is much better. So we feel he's a finisher and a quality finisher.
Just between you and I, do you think he's ever going to be up here with the big club, or you know? I'm sure when you got AAA like that, there you've got guys that you know this is as good as they're ever going to be, and if you'd rather not answer that, I can understand that. But how does the manager handle guys like that there when you know this is as far as they're going to go, and you want to keep motivating them?
Well, usually if we feel it's as far as they're going to go, AAA, we usually end up releasing them after a couple of years. We try to give them the benefit of the doubt. Randy St. Clair, I think, is a definite major league prospect. I think he'll be up here. I don't know whether it'll be this year or next year, but I think he's definitely a big league prospect, and it depends on the job that he does down in Indianapolis. If he does a good job, naturally he'll be up here that much sooner. Right now he's pitching well. He saved the ball game about 4 days ago. Pitched well. They haven't been in a winning situation in the last 3 in Indianapolis, but Randy St. Clair will get plenty of work.
Do you keep a close tie-in with Indianapolis on what's happening down there? Or?
I look at daily reports of our players. In case we have injury or need a player up here, we try to go down there and pick up the hot hand and try to take advantage of it. Yes, every day we keep in touch.
Okay, thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.